In this video tutorial, we will add validation to a numeric column. The last column of the grid that we have built in the previous tutorials consists of currency. We will add validation, which will reset any negative number to 0. In addition, the 0 will be painted in red and a tooltip will appear to warn the user what has happened. When the user corrects the number, the warning and the red disappear. We start by handling the row created event of the grid. This event is raised when a new row is created. We will check if the value that is put in the expenses cell of the new row is negative. We get the value of the 7th cell. Let's remember that the grid has 7 columns. Then we use the getCellElement method to get the DOM element that corresponds to this cell. If the value is negative or undefined, we set an invalid field of the dataset property of cell to true. The dataset property is a standard property of an HTML element and is not part of the grid API. We use MindFusion's tooltip control to render a tooltip that explains to the user what has happened. Finally, we set the value of the expenses cell to 0 and the color of the cell style to red. This color will be used for painting the text inside the cell. Let's refresh the page and check what we've done. We write a negative number and it appears red. Here's the tooltip that explains the error. We correct the number into a positive one, but the color is still red. This is because we need to reset it. We edit the event handler and refresh the page. Now you see that the color is reverted to blue only when we add a new row. That is because we handle the row created event. And this event is not raised when a row cell is updated. We need to add event handlers for 2 more events, row rendered and row updated. They have the same event args and we can use the same event handler code. We move the code we've written so far into a new method called checkData. We call it from each one of the event handlers. Now if we refresh the page, we should see the red color disappear when we edit the 0 values. We type a negative number, it renders a red 0. We correct it, and it is rendered in blue. Let's do it again with a new row. It works as it should. You can check the event set of the grid class through the online documentation for the grid control. It is available on MindFusion's website. This way of validating cell data can be applied to any cell with any type of data. You just change the criteria for the provided value. And this is the end of this video tutorial. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your interest in MindFusion Developer Tools.